Not pointing at you. What's going on, YouTube? Jason here, KG4FJC by the hat. Yep, I'm cool. All right, so at this point, everybody, hopefully, you've got your Raspberry Pi, okay, 3 or 4, whatever, the power supply that goes with it, and a keyboard monitor. I'll show you that when we get to it. And yeah, there's no backdrop. I'm supposed to be, there's the camera. Supposed to be a little more real. I'll do the green screen, just not right now. It's already been a long enough day. So anyway, yeah, you can see all my crap. Let's see what we got back there. We got the reloading bench over there. Ender, those are both Creality printers. Ender 3 and a CR10, not an S. Down whichever way it is, that way, over there. Yeah, over there. That's yeah, propane heater. I'm out in my workshop. Anyway, you should have the Raspberry Pi power supply, screen and keyboard. Okay, our cable that we built last time, and an interface. Again, this is the RA35 Masters Communications. No, I don't get paid at all. You can flip burgers and make more money. But anyway, we should have all these components already gathered up. And on the bench, we've got some more stuff here. And yeah, the format is a little bit different. I'm trying to be a little more personable and, well, be myself. I mean, yeah, the radio stuff's cool, but well, I'm doing it, so I might as well make it about me. And if anybody's talked to me, you'll know. And oh, a little plug. If you do have access to an Allstar node, 47046 is our, that's where I'm at usually. Early in the mornings and evenings, you'll catch me there. Throw a call out. Connect and throw a call out. We want 220 repeaters connected, but we don't mind on occasion simplex nodes and other folks just checking in. If you've got Echolink, KE4AJM/L, I'll put all this crap in the notes if I remember. So this is the first segment that I'm filming. But anyway, enough about that. So you've got your Pi and stuff, right? Okay. Something else you've got to get, and let me see if it says it on here. Should say, yeah, DigiKey. Got these. And I tell you what, why don't we just go to the other camera, and we'll do that. And you get to really see all the crap and everything else. All right, so here we go. So we've got the DigiKey. I'm gonna put all this in the notes too. Okay. You don't need a pack of 10. I do this a lot, so I got a pack of 10. Okay. But this is what you get. It's really hard to see detail on this connector here. That really doesn't help. Hold it down here now. But anyway, well, we got 6 wires. Okay. The colors are not overly important, and you'll see why. I don't stick with my standard color scheme. And you really can't see it in this. I'm gonna see what I can do. I might just take some pictures and add some stills in, but on this end, yeah, not hold it with a white background. There's a couple little teeny tabs that have to be just nipped off with a razor blade. No big deal. Okay. Here we have our DB9 female. All right, it's got holes, means female. There's only 2 genders. Remember that. Now on the back side of the pins. Now, if you remember right. All right, this is kind of backwards and everything, but anyway, on the males, you had pin 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then on the short side, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Well, on the females, it's exactly backwards because remember they plug into each other and pin to pin. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Again, it is numbered. You'll need a magnifying glass and a light to see it, but it is numbered. So you'll need that. You'll need that. This doesn't show up worth the crap, but is a Torx bit. This is a T8 bit. You will need a T8 bit to take the screws out the bottom of the TYT. Okay, this is what I honestly just grabbed this out the car half hour ago. All right, so take the 4 screws out. The cover comes off, no problem there. And let's see what we can do to make it visible here. This little thing here. I don't know if it'll a little bit better. That little white plug, okay, that's what your cable plugs into. All right, So there's no mods that need done to the TYT itself. Nothing. All we're doing is we're going to plug this in right there. All right. We'll actually come in. Look at that. I've still got the little plastic on the back. There's a little, well, here, I'll show you. There's a little sticker that covers up the hole in the back. And, yep, get out the knife. And we'll pop that sticker off like so. Throw that there. Now you can see the little hole. Put my finger kind of through there. There you go. There's a little hole. Oh, turn on the other radio. So you will put these onto here, and then this, give a little bend, will come up through and plug in there. Okay, I'll get my hand out the way, but it'll plug in there. So that's what we got going on. Now, we're not going to worry about that so much for right now. I've already taken the liberty of making my cheat sheet. All right, yes, I use a cheat sheet. What we're going to look at now is we're going to head over to here, ham VoIP. I know there's two camps, ham VoIP and ASL. I'm sorry, I did ASL for a while. It works, it's great, it's fine. If that's your flavor, that's your flavor. I like the ham VoIP version. It is what it is, all right? I'm not getting into the politics of all of that. You can do your own research and find out. Anyway, head over to hamvoip.org. Okay, and we want to click on, let me get on the right screen here. Yeah, there we go. See, now you can see that. I was on the wrong screen. We want to click on Tech Notes. Down, it just brings the page all the way down. So down at the bottom here, modifying a TYT-222 megahertz transceiver for Allstar. All right, it'll bring you up. There it is, PDF. And let's zip through here real quick because I want to give props to props. Dave, KE0NA. I don't know Dave, but Dave does work. Dave posted it up there. I'm sharing it also. So let's go back up. All right, you can follow this guide, but it's a little confusing in my opinion. It really is. For one, the colors don't match. That can be a problem. They don't match with what's written versus what you get. Okay. So anyway, let's go down here. This is really all we were really after. Okay. Now, if you refer back to the pinout for the Elenco, okay, you're going to have your same ones. They're just going to be different pins. Okay. You got pin 1 is ground, pin 2, blah, 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 blah. Okay. That's referring to the radio. Okay. On this PDF here, you'll see pins 1 through 6. These are in the radio. Pin 1 is at the front of the radio. Pin 6 is at the back of the radio. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, from front to back. It's important that you get that right. Don't mix it up, because if you look, you see 5 volts here. All right, we're going to hook up 6 wires on this plug. We're only going to use 5, but we're going to hook up all 6. Why? Because I don't want an open 5-volt source floating around inside the radio. Plus, it gives us options for more advanced later down the road for adding other things to it. Yes, the other stuff does run off of 5 volts. So that'll give us more advanced stuff to do. But I did notice, and see, he's got, you know, the part numbers and everything there as well. So, I mean, it's cool. And, you know, go to ham VoIP and pull this up. Okay. He's got the build and how he did it. How he did it works for him. Now, he did not do his the way I'm doing mine. Okay. And the colors, again, are not right. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll have to drop an email or something, or maybe he can reply to this video, but the colors aren't right. But all I care about is the pin and what they do. All right. Colors, I could care less. All right. Well, Doug, yeah, WA3DSP, the guy that's the head honcho for ham VoIP. He did this nice little thing right here. All right. COS. All right. We're not worried about this. We're not worried about this. We're doing this, the Elenco. And I've got a bug on me. All right. COS is pin 1. The receive audio is pin 4. excuse me, ground is pin 5, PTT is pin 7, TX audio is pin 9. Okay, that will go back to, I gotta find my mouse. We'll go back to here, and I just threw this in the radio. So what we're going to do is here, okay, I went through, all right, pin 1 on this connector is white, all right, pin 6 is red, okay, so I went through on this side and I matched up the pins for what's listed there that you just saw with the Alinco, okay. So I really should have split the screen up. All right, this is the most complicated part, but it's really not. You just have to know what you're doing to where, okay? Well, we know Alinco pin 1 is COS, okay? On here, on the back of the DB9, pin 1 is COS, okay? Well, if we look back at here, guess I could have used the one down below, but it doesn't matter. Whoop, there it is. All right. COS is pin 3, okay, in the radio. So we've got to go from pin 3 in the radio, all right, right here, okay, and I've got to go back to that, to pin 1 here. Well, if you look, white's number 1, yellow's number 2, orange is pin 3. So orange will go to pin 1. Which is what I wrote down here, COS orange, and you follow that all the way through, okay. I know it's a little confusing, and I really don't know of any way to make that simpler. I can tell you what I've got. The Alinco right here, which I know it's a TYT, but we're doing it the same, we're wiring it the same as an Alinco, so they're interchangeable. All right, pin 1, when I refer to pin 1, I'm going to refer to the DB9. All right, so pin 1 is orange. Pin 4 is blue. That's your receive audio. Pin 5, ground, is white. Pin 7, PTT, is black. Pin 8, that's your 5 volts. All right, you want to make sure that doesn't ground out against nothing, is red. Pin 9 is your transmit audio, and that is yellow. Okay, that is the colors that I have. When you order these should be the same color, but might not be. I'm not responsible for you melting down, you know, the front end of your radio or whatnot. You have to do your own research on that. And between what I've told you and what's listed there, you should be able to get it straight. So that's what we've got. This is the hardest part of it. It really is. And I'll show you the wiring when I wire this up, and I'll show you installing it also. All that will be coming up next. All right, so we've got our cable made up here. All right, I've got the webcam clipped onto the top of the microphone, so bear with me. Yeah, we're figuring out all these little things. Anyway, we've removed the sticker, so we're going to put this through the back, just like so, and we're going to pull enough through. Okay, now remember the order. All right, now I've cut off the little pieces on here. I'll try to get the still pictures in. All right, and it's going to plug in right here. Okay, you got to be careful so you don't bend these pins. Okay, but it's pretty much self-explanatory. So the white is going to the front, red's going to the back. Okay, and then those will go in, and you'll give it just a little push. Okay, and that's how that goes in there. And then you're going to take this and you're going to turn it so that the flat side, the wide flat side, is to the top of the radio, so it's actually upside down for you. Okay, and these will carefully, more to grab, there it is, go down in here like that, and it will fit right in this little channel, which is pretty nice. Now fits in there like so. Now what I would recommend doing is putting a little bit of hot glue on this connector right here. just to make sure it stays in place. I don't have a hot glue gun out here. Okay, so now I'll show you once we get it all in, putting it all back together. All right, another issue of a process here. All right, so this is one of the little screws out of the bottom of the radio. You're only going to put 2 screws back in the radio case. Reason being is because you need 2 other screws to hold the DB9 in. If we can get it to stick, it's not magnetic. And I can get that through there. All right, I have no idea what this thread is for these things. So your standard fittings will not fit, but the case screws work perfect. Put those 2 in there, and yeah, thump, thump, thump. Once those are in, all right, so now you've got your plug mounted in the back of the radio. Man, these camera angles are all messed up, ain't they? So that's mounted in there like so, and then yeah, our wires will just kind of shove down in the hole. Make sure don't break nothing. Use some common sense. We'll get those in there. All right, so there you go. I mean, this video is long enough, so I'm not going to dally anymore. Yeah, and it's getting late, and I got to work tomorrow and all that. So anyway, cover's back on the radio. Get the wires in there so they don't get pinched. All right, they don't short nothing out. It's not rocket science. All right, so 2 of the screws, there we go, are holding that in. All right, and then there's only 2 screws in the bottom. Who cares? It's a TYT. Really, if you're that paranoid about the screws, you probably shouldn't be doing this mod. So, but that's our TYT that has now been outfitted with a DB9 in the back so that we can make a node out of it. Or maybe future video, you can use to make a couple a repeater out of a couple of these. Maybe. Yes, you can. So anyway, oh yeah, I still got the camera, webcam sitting on the microphone. All right, so there you go. Hit me up again, Jason, KG4FJC, node 47046. And sometimes I'm around, sometimes I'm not. I'm often around. They'll call out KE4AJM Echolink node. Good guy. He hosts our Echolink for us. Anyway, 7.3. Next time we get to do computer work. So that's a plus. So we'll be computer stuff, which means you don't have to see my ugly mug nearly as much. 7.3.